Hello everybody, today this is going to be my 12th episode on MLB News. If you like this video down below, hit the like button down below, let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree with any of these signings that we're going to talk about today, because the hot stove has been heating up. The MLB offseason has now really just begun. Right after I made my last episode, we had tons of signings, we had tons of news to talk about today, so we're going to get started here. The hot stove has been hot this weekend and on Friday, so we're going to get started here on MLB News number 12. So here we go. MLB News number 12. Starting off, DJ LeMahieu re-signs with the Yankees. LeMahieu, obviously one of the biggest free agents of baseball. An amazing bat with the Yankees. You know, he was the best Yankee 2 years he was with the Yankees. He was like the best player, and he was amazing. He was amazing, and he's re-signing with the Yankees. I think that's going to be a good move for the Yankees. Yankees, they're making moves. There's another move they made that we're going to talk about later on. DJ LeMahieu, though, he re-signs with the Yankees. That's your bat. That's basically making your team basically be about as strong as it was last year. It's showing that you have the same offense as last year, because if you didn't have LeMahieu, you probably would have had a weaker offense, most likely, because there's not a lot of good replacements for him, because DJ LeMahieu was, one of the best hitters in the market. The only other hitters that compared with him are JT Realmuto and George Springer. So getting DJ LeMahieu, a really good batter, is going to be very good for the Yankees. Definitely going to make them a better team. And, another move that they made was Corey Kluber signs with the Yankees. The pitching staff on the Yankees, in my Yankees vs. Mets video, I stated that the Yankees needed help. Okay, their pitching was not good. It was very bad. It was Garrett Cole, and then everybody else was atrocious. Getting Corey Kluber, a two-time Cy Young Award winner, if he goes back to his 2018-2017 form, that pitching rotation, that 1 and 2, is going to be very strong for the Yankees. The back three will still be pretty weak, but you have two guys you can rely on, and two dominant good starts going into the playoffs. The biggest thing that the Yankees are going to be wondering is if Kluber's going to stay healthy. If Kluber gets injured, that is going to be a big loss for them. A huge loss. And we know the Yankees always suffer with injuries. All the time with their pitching staff. They always suffer injuries. If they lose Kluber, and then they only have, if they lose somebody like Luis Severino or Domingo Germán or Jordan Montgomery, those are your back guys. If you have those guys being your number 2, 3, 4 of, like Domingo Germán as your number 2 or Jordan Montgomery, that is very weak, because those guys are 4 or 5 pitchers, at best a 4 pitcher. So good move for the Yankees to get Kluber. Next up, Alex Wood signs with the Giants. A lefty pitcher going to the Giants. The Giants needed a lefty, and I really think that's going to end up wrapping up their pitching rotation for the 2021 season. I don't see them making any more huge moves this offseason, and I think that, getting somebody like Alex Wood, who is a lefty and who is pretty good, is going to be very good for them. So good by the Giants to get Alex Wood. Now you have him, and you have Johnny Cueto. So you have Alex Wood, Johnny Cueto, Anthony Esclafani. You have a few other pieces. You re-sign Kevin Gausman. That's not a bad rotation in the Giants. I think they're really looking for a wild card playoff spot. Pedro Baez signs with the Astros. Relief pitcher that was with the Dodgers. And now going to the Astros, we know the Dodgers and Astros drama, about the World Series and how the Astros cheated. And Pedro Baez going to the Astros, who was a Dodger, that's gonna cause some commotion. I think a lot of people are gonna, a lot of Dodgers fans are gonna be, they probably don't understand why Pedro Baez went to the Astros, and I don't really know why. Astros right now are in a weird spot. Like, they're trying to get better, but they're not anymore the best team in baseball. A few years ago, it was Astros, Dodgers, all the way, best teams. Now the Astros are kind of they're still good when they're healthy, but, are they going to still, they still have some good hitters, but are they going to produce going into the 2021 season? I don't know how the Astros are going to do this season. That's going to be a big thing we have to wait and find out. Pedro Baez re-signs with the Astros, or signs with the Astros. Next up, Jose Martinez signs with the Mets. Great. I think he's a good guy to add to your lineup. Mets are making some small moves, kind of another smaller move, not too much to talk about here. I think it's a good addition for the Mets to get Jose Martinez, a good hitter, good overall player. He can play the outfield, be kind of your fourth outfielder, behind Brandon Nimmo, and behind Brandon Nimmo, Michael Conforto, and J.D. Davis or Jeff McNeil if he's in the outfield. You look at that, and that's not a bad addition for Jose Martinez, not a bad fourth option. So a small move, but I like it for the Mets. Not bad. Next up, Martin Perez re-signs with the Red Sox. Not a really huge move, but just another smaller move that did happen. Another signing. Martin Perez, he's an pitcher. He's like a 4 or 5 in your rotation. He's not great. He was with the Twins in 2019. Posted over a 5 ERA, which is not good. He was not good with the Twins. Went over to the Red Sox. Was a little bit better, but still wasn't great. When if the Red Sox can have Perez in your rotation, and you get back Sale and Rodriguez, and you get Chris Sale, Eduardo Rodriguez, Martin Perez, and you might have somebody like Nick Pivetta in that rotation too, or a few other guys. That Red Sox rotation won't be bad. You have a few guys for the Red Sox rotation. It's not going to be terrible. Your top few guys are going to be okay. Maybe you hope that you can get somebody else so your Perez is number 4 or 5. Red Sox are trying to be a wild card team. I don't know though, man. The Eastern divisions are so tough. AL East is going to be another really good division. You have 4 teams that could make the playoffs: Red Sox, Rays, Blue Jays, and Yankees. And I don't know what right now the standings for the AL East is right now. This is a competitive time in baseball. There's a lot of competitive teams out there. Next up, White Sox acquire Yoelqui Cespedes. He was the number 1 international prospect. Good job by the White Sox. You can add him right away to that lineup, and that's gonna be a very good addition. You hope that he can pan out, be a very good hitter. Good job by the White Sox. They did have the international draft or the international free agent signing period. White Sox, they got Yoelqui Cespedes. Good job by the White Sox. Getting another bat. His brother Yoenis Cespedes. This is Yoenis Cespedes' younger brother, Yoelqui. They're brothers. Good move though. Good move overall by the White Sox. Another signing. Archie Bradley signs with the Phillies. Phillies needed bullpen help. What did they do? They got Archie Bradley, a good bullpen arm. Man, Phillies are trying to make moves now. Their bullpen still needs a little bit of help, but if they sign one more bullpen piece, like somebody like Kirby Yates, that bullpen of the Phillies won't be bad. And the Phillies, man, I don't know what this NL East is going to look like. I think top to bottom, every single one of the 5 teams has a chance to make a wild card. Okay? The Phillies, they're not a terrible team. I would say they're probably right now positioned to be 4th or 5th, but as a 4th or 5th team, the Phillies are still a very a 500 team, a 500 plus team in most divisions. Phillies are not a bad team. Not much to say or besides that, but good. Getting Archie Bradley, gonna be a good pitcher in that bullpen. Good move by them. I like it by the Phillies. And then last but not least, huge new offer sent for Real Muto. Another thing for the Phillies, they've got they apparently offered him another huge offer for Real Muto. If the Phillies get Real Muto, I don't know what the NL East standings are going to be like, but I think Real Muto will sign with the Phillies because there's not actually a lot of other teams in Real Muto. I really don't know how many other teams really are in Real Muto right now. Hey, I want Real Muto. I really think it's the Phillies or the Nationals, and I don't really think the Nationals will get him. The Angels are now out because they signed Kurt Suzuki. Possibly the Astros, but I don't know if Real Muto is going to want to go to the Astros, the cheaters. I don't know about that. But yeah, we'll have to get seeing that. And that's my video on MLB News number 12. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. Let me know down in the comments. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.